Hey baby dolls, it's Ashley, and today I'm so excited because I'm finally going to start my little series of my makeup collection. I have done an overview of my entire collection, which you should totally go check out, but I'm finally starting my videos where I'll be showing more in-depth looks at each specific part of my collection. So today I'm going to be starting with all of my primers and setting sprays. So if you want to see this part of my makeup collection, you are in the right place. Just keep watching. Okay, so the reason I decided to do these two things together is because I actually don't have a lot of setting sprays at all. For whatever reason, that's the one thing that I don't ever keep a lot of them on hand. So I actually right now only have 3. So even though what I've been trying to do with these videos is like start with primer and like go in order of how you would apply the makeup, I wanted to go ahead and just get this out of the way because I don't have too many primers, so I thought this would be the right video to add these into. So real quick, we're going to start with these. These are all drugstore setting sprays, and I have used all of them, and I do love all of them, surprisingly. So the first one is this Ulta Beauty Matte Makeup Setting Spray. This was actually in my August favorites. This is the setting spray that I've been carrying around with me using on a day-to-day basis, and honestly, I just love it. I love the way it smells. I love the way it feels. I don't know. I love this one so much. Alright, and so next is the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. And again, I have used this a few times, and I love this one as well. I've got nothing negative to say about either of those, but I do want to attest to the matte finish of those sprays. They do both help give you that all day matte look. And then the last one that I have is this Milani Make It Last Setting Spray, and this says Prime, Correct, and Set. And this one I also love. This one is not specifically made to help you look matte, but it is to help set and prolong the wear of your makeup, and it does do exactly what it says it's going to do. I love it. And before I jump into primers, the one thing that I do want to mention is that I have used both the Milani and the Ulta as priming sprays, and they both worked really well for that. I have not tried to do that with the NYX yet, so I don't know how well that would or wouldn't work, but I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. I feel like it probably would, but yeah, so I have used these two as primers, and they both work really well for that, especially the Milani one. All right, so I guess now we will go ahead and jump into primers. So the one that I've been carrying around with me right now is the BareMinerals Prep Step Broad Spectrum SPF 50 Mineral Shield Daily Prep Lotion. That is so long. Mostly I've just been using this just because it is summer and it does have the SPF 50 in it, which is absolutely amazing. I can use this and not have to worry about putting on any other SPF on my face, and that's amazing. Alright, so now let's just go and start talking about everything I've got in my little backup collection basket. But first, Red Bull. So I actually have not even tried either one of these yet, but these are the first illuminating primers I have ever bought in my life. But I haven't actually tried these yet, so I don't know how well they work, but hopefully good. So the first one is the Rimmel London Insta Flawless Perfecting Radiant Primer in clear. And the second one is the L'Oreal Paris Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. Alright, so next I have this e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. And I do love this. I used this in my full face to first impressions videos. I've used it a couple of times since then, and I really like it. So next is this NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. And I do really like this one. So the other NYX one that I have is the Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer. And this one, I don't even actually know what the difference is between this one and the other NYX one. I just know that I do actually really enjoy both of them. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Makeup Primer. This one is supposed to help prolong the wear of your makeup and also just be a good base for like filling in pores and things like that. Then since we already talked about a L'Oreal one, also I'll go ahead and talk about this L'Oreal one. It's the only other L'Oreal I have. And this is the Magic Perfecting Base. This one's a little bit different. It's the only one I have that comes in a little pot like this. But I do actually really like it. I've used it a few times and so far I have nothing negative to say about it. But I do want to try it a few more times before I really form an opinion on it, just because it is so different from anything else that I have or use. So next I have a couple from Hard Candy. So I have the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer Perfecting. I think it's supposed to be Perfecting Primer. I don't know. Anyway, so that's this one. This was actually the very first primer that I ever bought. This is not the actual tube. I did use that one up and this is a repurchase. But this was the first primer I ever used. And then the other one that I have from Hard Candy is the Sheer Envy Pore Defense Primer Serum. And I thought that I was trying to actually find this one and I couldn't. And I saw this one and so I thought that it, you know, kind of looked similar. So I picked it up. And they're not really super similar, but I do really enjoy this. So I'll go ahead and move on to this one then. This is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. And I looked everywhere for this. It was crazy because when it first came out, you could find it everywhere. And for some reason, I just never picked it up. And then one day I was like, I'm going to get that primer. And I couldn't find it. I looked all over for it and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it in Walmart or anything. And then finally one day I just so happened to find it in Ulta. Look. Jax is upset that I'm not paying attention to him, so he's trying to steal my makeup brushes. So next is, I've got this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. And I do also really like this one. I am just like consistently impressed with the entire Wet n Wild Photo Focus line. The primer, the foundation, the concealer, the powder, all of it. Every single thing that I've tried from this line has been really, really good, especially for the prices, and this is absolutely no exception to that. So next is the Maybelline New York Master Prime by Face Studio Primer Base, and this is the Blur and Redness Control one. And I actually have not tried this one yet. I have tried one other color correcting primer where the primer was actually like a different color, like this one is actually green. The other color correcting primer that I tried was by Hard Candy and it was a yellow one and it turned out to be just really terrible. So I'm hoping that this one winds up working out a little bit better for me, but I actually have not even had a chance to use this yet. All right, next is the Milani Prime Shield Face Primer, and this is mattifying, pore minimizing, and oil free. Okay, and then last but certainly not least is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. Now this is the only kind of like higher end primer that I have, even though it's not even the full size. It's only 0.5 ounces. I think the full size is actually like a full fluid ounce. But the thing is that I tried this and I did like it and I still do like it, but I don't notice such a difference between this one and all of my drugstore ones that I find it necessary to continue buying higher end primers. Alright, but that's all I've got for you today. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. I do first want to apologize for any background noise today. I do typically get somebody to babysit my dog for me when I'm filming, and today unfortunately that just was not an option, but this was the only time I had to really film, so I just hope that it's not too distracting or anything like that, and I apologize, and I promise that it will not be a frequent issue. Please, if you liked the video or any of the products, give me a thumbs up. Leave me those comments down below. Let me know what you thought. Do you have any of these primers or setting sprays? Are you going to try any of them? Don't forget that I will be putting out more videos like this between now and the end of the year, showing you every single piece of my makeup collection more in depth like this. And do not forget that I put out new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So please subscribe before you go and hit that little notification bell so you never ever miss a video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.